Hello there, beautiful awakened one, sacred heart. This is Monica Bermudez, an intuitive quantum energy healer. This is my first YouTube video being recorded at the beginning of 2023. We are moving at light speed and we are in a whole new year. And I just had this feeling of those watching in the future. So in the next year, I am, feeling the time as in the present. So the future present and the past present. And that's what this new energy in 2023 is feeling like to me, as well as for this energy of the month of January. So I kind of want to jump into some of the energy themes for January. So it'll be kind of like a combination, and then I'll jump into the 5 things to know about this full moon, which is the first one for 2023, and some of it's very magical to me, just overall. So it's very transformative. And so I'll just talk a little bit about some of the astrological events as well. But in general, though, if you have certain crystals for a full moon, this is a perfect time for you to have them out in the moonlight where the full moonlight can shine on it and clear your crystals if you have any, or there's any in particular that you really cherish and that you would like to charge overnight. And in particular, I have this one stone type crystal, which is the gold type crystal. And I just wanted to share that since it's the beginning of 2023, whenever you're watching this or listening to this, that you feel this energy from this crystal for its prosperity and abundance in your life. Just wanted to share that. And toward the end of the video, I'll do this mini oracle card reading to give a little general reading about this full moon, as well as for this month of January for us as well. And so just so you know, this is, we're still in the Mars and Mercury retrograde planets as we're starting this year. And so when a planet is in retrograde, that just means that it's a form of going within and reflecting and reviewing. And it's all just internal process that is happening. That's the way I see retrograde as. And so there's many, opportunities with this energy that could be used, which is, one of the themes for this full moon that I want to talk about as well. And so Mars, is a planet that represents action. And in a way, this is, the action that we're reviewing in our past lives and where it is that we could, redirect our energy in certain areas of, new actions that we're about to take and move forward with. So the other aspect of Mars that not too many people know about is associated with wealth. And so in that review of our own abundance and wealth, that's also incorporated as part of the things that we are reevaluating as well in our life as we step into the 2023 and into any other period of our life that has this new cycle in our financial system. And so there is this moment of reflection on that as well. And Mercury, which is the planet of communication, and it's also a planet of the messenger as well. If you know, some of the Greek mythology was Mercury was the messenger of the gods. And so in a way, it's about receiving these internal intuitive messages within ourselves and how we are communicating with ourselves as well. And so that's, important aspects to know about these planets that are in retrograde. So the full moon energy, typically when we're in a full moon, is about releasing energies that no longer serve us. So this full moon can serve its purpose to release things from 2022 or from the previous year, and to clear the space to allow more new things in your life to fill your cup. And to, like, if your cup is full right now, you want it to be cleansed and remove the mud, just using an analogy, so that you can allow the new to come in. And so when it comes to the moon cycle, it affects a lot of our the water on the planet, like the waves and the tides and so forth. And so because we are mostly made of water, that also impacts us too. And so this full moon in particular is in the sign of Cancer, and Cancer is a very water sign. So it seems very appropriate, right? For the water. It's giving a bigger emphasis in this. And also on the day that it is supposed to go at its highest peak is the day known as the Epiphany. And so for those who know the story behind this, the story of the three wise men, and I'm not getting here into any religious aspect, but I'm looking at this from a mystical standpoint, in a general standpoint, and I feel that this is associated to each and every one of us. It's associated with manifestation of the divine Christ, and which, you know, I emphasize as the Christ consciousness energy. And so, and I feel it's more this divine feminine Christ energy. And so the full moon will peak at its highest about 6 p.m. Eastern time or 3 p.m. Pacific time. And so this is, you know, going to be a big transformative full moon. So I can call this to be the full moon of Epiphany for us. So I feel it's like this revelation, right, of this full moon. So I want to jump into, just in general, for the month of January, that the number one is looking at the numerology of the month, right? Number one is associated with new beginnings, but to me it's also associated to manifestation and creation. And so this month does feel like it is a month of setting those really powerful intentions that we started in 2022 and entering into 2023. And they could continue to be emphasized moving forward in this month to set the stage for the rest of the year of 2023. And then we are shortly after the full moon peaks on January 6th, Friday, right? We're going to have this portal gateway that will open up on 1/11. So numbers are super significant to me, which is why I also intuitively feel guided to share these messages as well, because they are universal signs and messages for us. So on that day, which is going to be a 111, it's going to be associated with the triple creation, the triple manifestation. And so it is a powerful portal as well, and accompanied with this full moon energy that it will support with some of the clearing from the previous years to stepping into this new year of these new frequencies of energies. So I want to jump into the themes now. The number one thing to know about this full moon in Cancer is that there will be an increased sensitivity awareness, so an increase of this psychic intuition peak of energy associated more with our third eye and our upper chakras in, you know, the crown and so forth, and receiving these higher vibrational frequencies of energy that will be started on the peak of the full moon on Friday on January 6th of, you know, the time zone. And depending on the time zone that you're in, some may be experiencing in January 7th. And so with this heightened sensitivity of energy, it's just the beginning, because I feel it will tie in to the portal gateway for the 111 that we are approaching as well. So it is super, you know, highly highly important to just be aware of this type of energy that is coming in, and just in that awareness, you're also allowing more of this energy to fill you with that, to help you with the new energies for 2023. And so the number 2 thing is that rest is the word that I got. And I feel that this is linked to the Mercury in retrograde, because when it's in retrograde, of course, it's a lot of reflection, but it's also an association with like rest as well. And that's what I've been feeling at the beginning of this year, is that I just needed to recharge and rest. And so that's the message that I was feeling guided to share with you. It's about recharging as well, because it feels like, even though we just, for most of us who were in the holiday season, may have already gotten some rest, but I just feel like some new recharging type energy is needed because of the intensity of the new energies that are going to be coming into this year as well. And so it is already feeling like it is this heightened energy of activations associated with the number 1 that I just talked about, the increased sensitivities. And so with that will come some feeling for rest. So do listen to that guidance. And all of this also relates to the type of self-care, because rest is also related to giving yourself the space that you need to recharge yourself. And so there could be some form of retreat in that if needed. And the number 3 thing is that, as I was mentioning a little before about the epiphany, there is some spiritual revelation that is about to become into inner awareness, right? And this is associated with like certain patterns and habits that we may have not noticed or paid attention to before, and that now will be revealed in a certain way for our own spiritual growth. So this will allow us to be able to clear that space using the full moon energy, and just becoming that awareness, that spiritual revelation of that, epiphany moment, of this transformative moment, to give us the opportunity to shift that in us. And so the number 4 thing is, in that revelation or epiphany of these certain patterns that no longer serve us, then there is an aspect of us letting that go, or just releasing that into the full moon energy itself, to cleanse and purify and clear us, so that we may be able to move and to have bigger space in our life, and clear up the closet of emotions of trauma or anything that no longer serves us in whatever way that is. And the 5th one is this illuminating type full moon, because when you look at the full moon energy, it has this a very powerful illuminating light, and it almost feels like is revealing or putting a spotlight on a different angle or perspective in your life. And so that in itself can be awakening in a different way for us. So these are the 5 things that I wanted to share with you about things to know about this full moon. And so moving now into this mini card reading, and I just want to share that this month I will be doing the Circle of Quantum Conscious Creators, which is the new moon ritual that I've been doing every month. And I will be doing that this month at the beginning, of 2023, when the new moon enters. And I look forward to having many of you join this ritual, because we come together as a circle virtually and set these powerful intentions for us to manifest and consciously create together. And especially now with the start of this new year, you're going to be extra powerful, because that is the month for that in January as well. And as well as, if you're interested in getting to know some of the different, the channelings of my light language and experiencing that, and also at the same time receiving an ascension symptom bonus, or boost of energy with the changing ascension energies. There's a free transmission as well that you can click in the link in the description. So I hope that this message has been useful. But now let me jump into this mini oracle card reading, which I'm going to provide from the Quantum Oracle card deck of this one right here. And so I will probably pull out two cards. One is for the month of January, and the other one for the whole theme of the full moon. So the first one is for the month of January. So we're pulling out this card here. And this card wants to pop out. So this is the first one about conflict. So the month of January may feel like a bit of conflict at times, because since we are living in this dualistic world, that even though when I look at the one and there's two ones next to each other, it can also look like this state of duality too. So there could be challenges in that as well. But in that turmoil, there's an opportunity for this bigger change of this manifestation, this creation of energies. So when I pull up for this full moon energy, a card that wants to come up for us right now, and this one's sticking out, seems to be the one, and this one is intention, hidden motivations. So to me, this feels like a desire of these intentions and what we are intending from this full moon energy, which also ties into this whole month of January too, in the year, and setting ourselves free from certain patterns that no longer serve us, that have been hidden. And so this is a time for that awareness, to be able to clear that. And so this is something for us to use during this time of reflection and rest, to really just tune in to your own heart especially, and really be honest with yourself, and journal if you must on the things that you wish to right now that have been sabotaging you for so long, to really list those things and confront yourself in that, and be honest with yourself, and be aware of that, of what that is that you're ready to just let go and release into this full moon energy. So I hope this message has been useful to you, and if it has, click like and share with others, and stay tuned for some more messages like this, as well as a powerful guided meditation for this year. So subscribe so that you are a part of, receiving these messages when they do come out. All right, well then I look forward to connecting with you in the next message, love wisdom message, and I will be in contact very soon. Sending you all so much love. Bye for now.